So, hey everybody, welcome back to Fit with Gopal, the podcast where we talk about nutrition, health, and fitness, and a lot more. Did you like that intro?
Everything things that I'm not really related to, but that's great. Yes, I love that intro and I love that podcast and I love Gopal.
I love you too. Okay, so today we're going to discuss things about Lukas. By the way, this is Lukas. I've completely forgot to introduce you. Welcome to the show.
You still didn't introduce me. That's perfect. I like it.
Okay.
It's so authentic, Gopal.
Yes, this is raw, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is Lukas Wagner.
That's right.
Yes. He's from Austria. He's currently in Bangkok, and he's a client and a friend.
Wow, it's the first time you said that I'm your friend. That's great, actually. But I feel like this is special when it comes to training with Gopal. You really feel friendship, even if you pay this guy for being a friend. But like after you pay him enough, he starts to be a real friend, I guess. Great, Gopal.
Yes, I love money.
Is that the reason? Is that the reason why you train people?
No, not at all. I actually want to help them. Have I helped you so far?
Yes, I guess. Yes. I mean, when I look back, I came to Thailand. I came to Bangkok on the 27th of January. We met in the first week, right?
Yes, we met like a day after you landed.
Yes, yes. So probably 29th, as
Yeah.
I'm traveling like 11, 12 hours. So, and when I arrived, I had like 103, 102 kilograms, and I lost a lot. And now today it's like 3 months later almost.
Yeah, your weight is 87 now. 87 or 88.
Yes.
Yes. And we have one more week of training left together before you leave. Where are you going?
Yeah, so sad, right? Yeah. Sometimes I cry. Where am I going? I'm going to the next stop. Actually, next stop is Vietnam because my tourist visa is kind of like gone now after 3 months in Thailand, and it's time to move on, finding the next big city. So, but I'll come back definitely. And losing all these kilograms within this 3 months of training was a great step for me because I really wanted to get rid of this double weight on my shoulders. I felt like it's actually starts to be a burden as I wasn't happy at all. I'm still working on my belly, but I think with the training we had, I think it's the right setup for everything that comes.
That's the first time you've said you're happy with the fat loss.
That's probably the first time I said that, yeah.
And probably the last time.
Yeah, the last time as well. I will say that towards you, yes. No, I'm actually very happy, yes. Yeah. You should see me how I looked before. It wasn't able to put us both on an image because I had so much weight. It was just too much, actually. So the camera would have been 5 meters far more in the back.
Which is impossible because if you can look in the mirror, there's a cupboard right there.
Yeah. So it kind of impossible.
Yeah.
No, but now I feel quite better actually.
And depending on when this podcast is going to come out, Lucas's transformation should be on my Instagram. So go check that out.
Oh, is
Yes.
it? Really?
Yeah, we're going to get some nice pictures in.
Okay, yeah. And on his OnlyFans afterwards. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Yeah. No, great.
Yes. So tell me, what do you do?
What do I do? Like in life, in love, in with you, tonight, today, tomorrow?
Everything.
Everything. No, I'm a copywriter. We're writing texts for our clients, and everything promotional, everything when it comes to building brands and making them better. Like as you make people feel better, health wise, I make people visible due to marketing reasons with marketing possibilities, and mostly in Germany and Austria.
Yeah. How long have you been working as a copywriter?
Wow, I was a writer already since I don't know when I started when I was a kid. I was a writer already since when I started, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that was great. Since I was a kid, I always was passionate about writing, and trying to communicate things to an audience. And then later, I just started to do events because I was a poet performing on stage, talking to people, making them feel things emotional wise. And then I was like, okay, I could organize my own events like full time. I started to do that. Pandemic hit, and it changed my life, and I had to do something totally different. When I figured out I can be a copywriter, I can write back home and work remote. So that's my journey so far, and that led me also to the freedom to understand I need to do something for my body. I need to do something for myself, for my health. But it's actually crazy expensive when it comes to European healthcare stuff. Like you might think, okay, we have a healthcare system, but you pay a lot for it. And then additional to that, if you be like, I want to have a private trainer and all this, it comes very costly. So when I went to Asia, I already knew I want to invest this money into myself as well, into my health. And it got quite more affordable than it would be in Europe. And training with you in that case was actually very benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree on that?
I agree. It was very beneficial to you. Yes.
Oh, to you as well.
Yes, to me as well. Obviously, yes. I love helping people with my training, and it's been like such an honor to see, and I'm so proud of the progress you've done so far. And I'm hoping that when you go to Vietnam or even back to Austria, you keep all the weight off, maybe even lose some more, but mostly maintain.
Me too.
Yes. Yes, that's my answer. Just yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, I mean, I think many people struggle when it comes to having like a structure. That's my biggest struggle in some sort. Like I used to have a structure, then I kind of like got rid of it, and I think there's this how do you call it? There's a technique about like creating a habit.
Yes.
You know, if you do the same thing you do for like many weeks,
It's 21 days.
21 days, you do every day the same thing, then it starts to get a habit, and then you kind of like, it's more hard to get rid of it. And I already, like with Gopal, I'm training almost every second day. We have like 16 trainings a month.
Yes.
Which means that I see you more often than I could call my mom. And you might see me more often than you could see your girlfriend, I guess.
That is very true.
Or any relatives. But like, I'm not sure what I miss more, basically. Like, is it the training? Because I sometimes feel like I'm not training enough in the day in between. I'm like, when was the last time I trained? Oh my God, it was yesterday. It feels like 2 days, 3 days, right? It's like getting past so quick. But then I'm like, okay, do I miss Gopal? Maybe not. Maybe, probably, hopefully not, because I'm leaving, right? Like, I mean, I'm coming back in August, maybe in September, maybe July.
In July.
Next year.
Oh.
Who knows? In July, I'm in Austria. Yeah, no. So, I think having a habit is very important, and making health to your habit is a very important step. Otherwise, we might kind of lose ourselves on the journey, and we actually never get to the point where we want to be, as we might forget to focus. And focus is very, very big, very, very important. And I think, almost too hard for a lot of people to actually be focused in this world of distraction, constant distraction.
How often do you use TikTok or Instagram?
Not too often, actually.
Speaking of distractions, what's your biggest distraction in life?
It's you. It's you, Gopal.
Yes.
Kaprunka. It's what's my biggest like I used to be a gamer a lot, and so like I'm sometimes I play games, I guess, to kind of like benefit myself in some sort. Like, it's this dopamine kicks. Yes. If you don't get it with your sports or something, you kind of try to gain some little benefits, rewards and it's very easy to get this in gaming. But I think it's hard. It's hard, but it's important to keep focus on yourself and on your goals, and to not just talk about structure, but also to have one. And I know this is something I struggle with by myself, but like it's knowing about it is important, because then it's already the first step of like reflecting it and then kind of like getting things done. Yeah.
So, coming to Bangkok, would you say Bangkok is a better place than Austria?
Next. No, like.
Oh, that was so awkward.
What is this question? Like, Bangkok is very different from Austria. Like, I mean, Bangkok is a place of many opportunities. I mean, pollution-wise, it's very bad, right?
It's awful.
Yeah. Like, so talking about health and being in Bangkok is probably not really connected to many people if you look at pollution-wise, and if you look at, like economics, like a lot of things happen that might affect the environment negatively. But knowing about the people trying to get better and to like making sure that everything gets more and more healthy, and I see Thai people have a very healthy lifestyle, in my opinion. Like the people I see, or like the people, I mean, right now we're in a very nice place. Like most of the foreigners I see here are training in the gym, and they're very sport active. So I think being in Bangkok provides, especially foreigners, quite a cheap opportunity to do something for their health and for their fitness and for their personality and mindset, things that we might not be able to afford back in Austria or Germany or wherever people are from. And so Bangkok is different. Thailand is very different, but I like Thailand. It's a very open culture. People are nice to each other in a way that I would never experience it in Germany or in Austria. Like if you walk through Frankfurt, or if you walk through different places in Austria and Germany, you might be like, wow. I mean, we have Vienna, which is like kind of like always winning each year for being the city with the best life quality on the whole planet. And I'm like, wow, is it really like that? And you go there, and then you hear every Viennese person is like, it sounds a bit angry. They're not. That's just the way how they talk. But like, so, but having this always surrounding you might lead to you being negatively affected. So I try to focus on having a surrounding of healthy people that, like, I hope most people in Vienna are healthy, but like having a healthy mindset around you, which leads to you thinking more positive in life, being more positive in life, making better decisions, making more healthier decisions for yourself. And this is something I get in Thailand a lot, having a nice surrounding of people which are very positive minded, and everybody tries to kind of improve. I think that's very good. And yeah, what do you think about? Do you have a lot of German clients actually?
I have one other German client,
Okay.
and that's it. And that's Manuel,
Okay.
or Manuel.
Manuel probably.
Manuel, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So do you hate Germans?
No, I love Germans. I love Germany. I love Austria. I love Europe. Yes.
That's nice.
Yes, I love every country. Join my online training.
Come in the group. Yeah.
Yes, join us. It's not a cult, I swear.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Might turn into
Maybe 100 more, and then we'll be a cult. Yes.
No, like I think every country has its benefits and perks, and every country has also their downsides. And I think if as long as I have the chance for myself, I try to live outside and experience things I wouldn't experience back home.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm in Thailand, just trying out a lot of things and focus on making new experiences.
That's great to hear. So, coming back to training, what would you say is your favorite body part to train?
Where will this be kind of like distributed?
Spotify and YouTube.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay, so I have to. Well, okay. When there are body parts, I like to train. Um, I like which these questions. These are unprepared questions. You just throw me in the water because like, what is my favorite body part to train? Like, who the hell has a favorite body part to train? Do you have a favorite body part?
Yes, I do.
Really? What's your favorite body part to train?
Legs.
Legs?
Yes, I know I'm weird, but I love training legs.
Yeah, that explains a lot. That explains everything. Yeah, right. No, but like, I don't know what do I. I mean, having leg day is actually the only day when you really feel done with life afterwards. You'd be like, what the heck did I just do? But I don't know. There's not really a machine I like a lot. It's like not that I'm like, wow, amazing. But making a like seeing the progress is actually the success you feel, especially if you kind of never experienced that and you kind of start your gym journey and you follow along, which I needed someone to guide me long term physically and not just like online. I know you have online clients as well. I could never do that. I always need a person really make sure that I do everything right, that I don't shrug too much and don't like so pushing myself beyond my limits is actually the progress I want to see. So I don't have a favorite body part to train. I like the progress. I like the success afterwards, seeing myself losing my weight on my belly especially, and also like being like, okay, you know, I feel more fit, I feel more healthy. You see your face gets skinnier as well, like it gets more healthy. And this makes me feel better again. I used to be an acrobat, like you would never know that. And like doing acrobatics and then like being I don't know, sitting in front of your PC, working your ass off and just weighing 105 kilograms is terrible. Like being not able to run a minute without sweating like crazy much. This was terrible. This was a terrible reason for me to be like, I need to change that. So yeah.
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 Yeah. So basically you like training every body part.
Kind of, yes. I know you want to hear that I hate the ab stuff because it's actually the worst thing, pushing yourself up, or like we never tried planking, but we do the alternative to that. Yes. Like pushing yourself up and like then your knees and all this and kind of like fighting gravity for a minute or more. This is terrifying because it just hurts and you kind of want to give up. But being able to succeed in this as well, like flying above the ground for like 1 minute and 15 seconds and hearing like this weird countdown from this Indian guy, like being like 5-2, 5-4, 2 more. Yeah, okay. It's just a great way of like understanding that you can go beyond your limits, you can actually achieve it, and you can succeed.
I agree.
Of course you do.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. I think training for me too, it's like the progress. And I think for a lot of people, the progress, it's like the best part of training, because you might go into the gym, but if you don't progress at all and you do the same thing over and over again, you're going to get burnt out. So I think progress is definitely very important if you want to stick to it long term.
Mm.
Yes.
And like visible progress without like using any additional like things. Yeah, of course you can take some, I don't know, how do you call it? Meds? Steroids and like whatever, like things are like this are possible, of course, to improve quickly. But yeah, you should think about health long-term wise, I guess. And so health starts with you being able to know what's the right thing for you, and adding things to your life which might affect you long-term is, in my opinion, not my way to go. So I appreciate everybody who goes the whole journey, and you can actually see it, right? Like you can see who is naturally working on themselves. And I see this one guy, there's this guy having my weight from 3 months ago. He's going to gym. Like last time we've seen him, like it was almost every day when we go there, he's there. And it's just a beautiful journey because he's probably having like 100 kilogram or something.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
yeah. But like he's there and he's training alone and he's training maybe not always in the right way, but like he's training, and that just makes me proud in some sort of this guy, and you just start to kind of at least greet each other. A gym can be a nice place to have nice people around you as well, if you are open for that, or you can just like close down and just be like, okay, it's me, my world, and um I think that makes a gym a very nice place of people who want to improve themselves. And yeah, so I've been scared a bit of gyms when I'm like not really in fear, but because of negative experiences. I think many people, when they go to gym, they experience other people who look very fit, and then they be like, oh my god, I'm the fat person there, and nobody like. But if you see me training, to be honest, guys, like, like this looks probably, yeah, very weird if anyone would see me, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't, you shouldn't care. Like, you shouldn't care so much about how other people see you. It's more how you feel, and you'll feel way better if you train 4 times a week, 5 times a week, and then you develop yourself within the next couple months. Then you will feel, if you are like, okay, I'm looking on Instagram, I see other people who are fit, and I am like, okay, I might never get there, right? Having the journey to see your progress and actually knowing that you might really get there is perfect. Is a way better experience than just struggling by watching others succeed.
Yeah, definitely. Comparison is a thief of joy. So you shouldn't compare yourself to others. And also, if you feel like when you go to the gym for the first time, it's like scary. Of course it is. It's scary to do anything for the first time. And I remember the first time I went to the gym, I was scared too. Everybody starts there, so nobody's judging you. And even if they are, then that's their negative energy. You shouldn't really focus on that.
Are you scared right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
sitting next to you,
Yeah. It's your first podcast.
yeah, a little bit, because guess what? We needed to record it on landscape and it's portrait.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, because on podcast you need landscape.
Oh.
So the whole video is on portrait.
That's beautiful.
What did we do next? It should be
Make out.
so I mean
No, please don't.
no.
Please don't.
Should we pause and flip it
No.
or just
No,
go?
you enjoy the portrait mode.
Yes.
Like, because sometimes you have to accept your failures and just move on, right?
How am I gonna post a video then?
That's a good question you can ask yourself next time when you do the second podcast.
And that's when the editing comes in,
Right.
right?
I mean, like, look, if you have one day of training when you kind of like train the wrong things, or you feel like you trained wrong stuff, is this training not affecting your body positively in somehow still?
I mean, even if you are doing the wrong type of training, which is bad form, and it's just your first few workouts, it's obviously better than just staying home
Right.
and doing nothing.
So like recording yourself now in portrait mode and learning from this is like affecting you positively, is it?
Yes, definitely. But now I'm afraid, how am I gonna edit this to make it look like you and me are actually in the same room?
That's a question we can ask ourselves
Yes.
afterwards.
Let's just have fun right now.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, that's the things how they are. Like, you experience things, you realize, okay, it shouldn't be the way it should, and then you do it better next time. That's with training, that's with everything in life. And I think failures are a part of your life and a part of your experiences. What is a failure anyway? Like, we usually always look for failures, but if we never experienced it, I mean, this is your first podcast. It's the first time you click on record on this weird thing, and you basically have a video now in portrait mode. Now you realize, okay, this might be not the right way you want to have the video in, but on true side, you learned from it, and as you never did it before, it's an experience and it's not a failure. If you do this 3 times in a row, yes, you should see a doctor as well. But like if you don't, that's not a failure. That's the right thing to do right now.
Yeah.
It needed to experience it, knowing that it's not the perfect way how you want it. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to the next day and let's make it better tomorrow.
Yeah, did you know that before leaving my house, I almost forgot to take the tripod and the microphone, which we can't use the microphone because it's awful, the audio quality.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that too loud because I'm still not sure if this audio quality is great, but like that's still part of the journey. So I'm looking forward for the first finished podcast, and then we kind of know what's coming next. And yeah, but I mean, everyone starts slow, right? I mean, it's the same thing when you start to do your gym journey first time. Did you start already? Did you fell out of heaven and then you were like fit already, or how? Like, why did you start your journey, Gopal?
Well, me personally, I was always the fat kid, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Thank you so much.
The fit kid.
Yes, the fit kid. Yes, yes. So I started off when I was 14. I started off by just doing some push-ups. The only reason being was I wanted to be cool for the girls.
For the girls.
Yes, very superficial, right? I was very ugly. I know it's unbelievable. Look at me, I'm majestic right now. That's a joke.
You are so yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. What did the guy say? Clark Kent.
What?
The guy in the comedy night.
Oh, we've been to comedy night.
Yeah.
Yes, nobody knows that, but now everybody.
Yeah, now everybody knows that, and nobody gets that joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I shouldn't have said that.
Somebody told you look like Clark Kent.
Yes.
I don't even know who is Clark Kent.
Superman.
Superman.
Yes.
I'm not sure if that was a joke when he said that, or if like I mean.
I would like to think that I look like Clark Kent.
Okay. Yeah.
And Tom Holland. A person has said that.
Oh, I know Tom Holland actually.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it the same guy who said it?
No, it's a different guy.
Different guy
Yes.
said also you look like Superman?
No, Tom Holland.
Oh, that's the Spider-Man guy.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel a bit weird that you just look like Marvel comics?
When it's DC, Superman is DC.
That you just look like superheroes, but not like a normal human?
You know that that is kind of concerning.
About, right? Yeah, it's kind of concerning. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you look like Ed Sheeran.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Now you have a new superhero you can...
But I don't think he's that attractive.
I don't know. I've never dated him.
I feel offended.
What is this leading to?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, right there. He's a nice dude. I like him.
Yeah.
I've seen him live, actually. When I was in Ibiza, he was a surprise act at Ushuaia. There was like David Guetta concert, and suddenly there was a guy like appearing on stage with red hair, and David announced like, oh, today's special guest Ed Sheeran. So I think he's a nice guy. He had a nice performance. It was a great day, great night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a nice guy as well.
Yeah, definitely. I am a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not humble, but I'm very nice.
Probably.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know why I'm doing this persona on the podcast, like being sarcastic. I think it's just a coping mechanism
Of what?
of anxiety and uncomfortableness.
I hope you're not. Are you uncomfortable right now?
No, I mean like having a camera and then thinking, oh, somebody's gonna watch me.
I mean, if it's 2 viewers, you already know that you watched it once and I watched it once. So, like, I mean, that's already more viewers than many people get on Twitch if they stream a game which is not really popular. So I think you're doing good if we watch it both. And that's just a good podcast, I guess, then. We can say, I mean, next time we can watch it twice. So we have a, how do you call it? Like a growth of 200%, right? If we watch every podcast episode of you, if we watch it twice or 3 times, you can say like, okay, my podcast is skyrocketing. I get a growth, right? It's sadly that muscle growth is not working the same way. You can't watch your muscle twice and suddenly it's growing. You have to go to gym a couple times to actually see things growing, right? But I think we forget about that a lot. Like everything, I mean, our gym routines and fitness journey is basically very connected to succeeding in life, because everything comes with like steady doing the same thing. Like learning things is the same way. You can't just...
It's all repetition.
yeah, you go to Wikipedia, you learn one page. Okay, congratulations. Did you know? Can you remember everything? If you have not got a photographic knowledge, brain memory, then this might not work. But if you basically read the same page 10 times in 10 days, yeah, you might know a lot of things about this. And it will get better each time you do that. So it's the same thing with training. If you go to gym 4 times a week, you might see more success than if you go there once a week, or if you go there once a month. And I think it's okay already to start your journey by going there once a week, I guess, or once a month, because everything you do sport related leads to you being more healthy and more better and feeling also better. But of course, doing more leads to changing more and transforming more into the person you probably want to be, but you might not always be ready to.
Yes, I completely agree with that. So actually, we got distracted. We were talking about my fitness journey,
Right.
and how I started, but I don't know.
Started to talk about Superman, my friend.
I've started to talk about Superman, which is very...
Yeah. Okay, so you were fat and ugly.
Yes, so
you wanted to impress the girls, and you just impressed whom? Whom did you impress?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yes, so I started off with push-ups. Nothing really worked. Nothing grew because I didn't know what I was doing. Then I finally joined the gym, learned everything by myself at a few years ago, and then from there I just kept on training, and then I got I did my research, and then I got my certification a year and a half ago, and now I'm here training other people. Yes, like Lukas.
Yeah. That's for your age. That's a nice training, I guess. Right? Since when do you do sports now?
Since I was 14.
Okay. Since when are you sexy officially?
I think the transformation happened when I was 17 or 18, because before that I would get no women.
So you connect your success towards your own health to women?
No, I thought you asked when did I get sexy?
Yeah, but like that's okay. That's connected to the success with women.
Yes, definitely, because if I wasn't sexy then, I wouldn't have superficial relationships.
Okay, yeah. Do you have a superficial?
No, not right now, but as I said that, I realized what I had just said. But no, not right now, but in the past.
Okay, lovely. That's good. That's good. No, so actually success hits with puberty for you. Do you think that if you basically start training young, like 14, 15, 16, that puberty might affect you more positive than it would with other people who don't train in this age?
Yes, definitely. So there has been research that shows that muscle maturity, actually, your muscle matures more. So if somebody, for example, if they even start with sports at a young age, let's say 10 years old, they will grow more muscle, or have the baseline of their muscle growth will be higher than somebody who has been inactive. And I think starting at when you are in your puberty definitely does help, because you have all these hormones, your testosterone's high, and that definitely helps with muscle growth. Also, just overall, it boosts your overall health, which can help with a better puberty. And if you're actually eating healthier, then you might experience those benefits lifelong.
Okay, so I failed, I guess.
No, not really, because it's never too late to start.
No. I mean, I did sports back in the days. I told you I was into acrobatics, but of course I did based on my job. I think many people nowadays have jobs which lead them to work on your PC all night, like just working all day on the computer, having a bad posture, getting in a bad state. And then they'd be like, okay, I'm stressed. I don't have time for gym. I don't have time for my health. And so it was for me as well. But then you come to an age, I'm 30 now, where you kind of like realize, hey, I should do that, because you don't want to live from that for the rest of your life. And starting young might always be like starting right now is basically the right time to do it, I guess.
Yeah. So wherever you are, even if you're 60, I have a client who is 65, I believe, or 67, something like that.
You believe because he looks like, or because you know?
No, that's his actual age. I'm not sure about his actual age, but it's something around 65. And he just started, and he has already lost around 7 kilos so far. So it doesn't matter where you are. You can start whenever. Just make sure getting that first step in is the most important thing you can do.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes. Great. Thumbs up. Yes. No, are we done? No, I don't think so.
What do you want to know?
I want to know everything about you.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yes. How has fitness helped your mental health? Has it affected it at all?
I think fitness can affect your mental health. When it comes to my own mental health, I'm not sure. I think the routine can affect your mental health. Like if you have like a structure in your life, it's very positive. If you don't have a structure, you might feel lost. I talked about that in the beginning. So as long as you have a routine and you know, like, okay, I do regular something for my own self, my own body, then I guess it leads to a better health. Well, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I don't know too much about that. I know that I'm very tired after training, and I usually sleep for 1 hour, 2 hours, because we usually have training in the early mornings, and then the sun of Bangkok is hitting very hard, and then you just try to eat something, and then afterwards you're just done. But I also am a bit guilty when it comes to late night works or late night stuff to do. So like I think this might be also something you can change in your routines to kind of like go to bed earlier and then having a nice sleep. I was surprised basically when it was the first time when I gained weight, if you remember this
Yes.
week. It was basically like a kilo or 2 kilo I gained, and the next day we checked again, and it was these kilograms were gone. Why? Because like in this night I just slept like 2 hours, 3 hours, and then the next night I had a very long sleep. And sleeping is really affecting your body. I didn't know that so much. So I think it's very important for people to know that a good healthy sleep might lead also to better self, also to on your physical levels.
Yeah, sleep is very important for muscle growth and fat loss, as I've previously discussed on my Instagram, if you follow me on there. But yeah, if you don't sleep enough, then your weight will always be high. And if you just get like a night or two of good sleep, your weight will just drop right down. So, and it is mostly water weight. It's not like you're holding on to fat. It's just the excess stress onto your body. And to be honest, lesser sleep, you don't feel great after sleeping like 2 hours. So why would you want to put your body through that? So it's just better if you sleep more, focus on recovery. And actually there has been some research that says sleeping is more important than consuming enough food, which could be true in some cases.
Why you give me the mic? I cannot confirm that. I don't know anything about this research. I'm sorry. I'm like katot. I don't. There's nothing I know about that. But it's fascinating. So I probably agree. Send me the link. I don't know. Like take the mic back, please.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all for today, right?
Okay, all right.
Are you happy with the podcast so far?
I'm happy.
Yes.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy, and I'm hoping that I can. Next podcast, I'm hoping that I get a better microphone. I don't want to record from my iPhone. Yeah. So a proper podcast microphone is something that I'm looking to get for the next podcast, and yeah, that's it for today.
Should I make the outro?
Do you want to make the outro?
Yeah, I would love to make the
Okay,
outro.
let's go.
Yeah. So thank you guys for actually being a part of Fit with Gopal today. We're gonna see you next week, maybe. Who knows? Next time on this channel, Fit with Gopal. If you have any more questions regarding your own fitness nutrition journey, our routine, go to Fit with Gopal and be fit, not fat, but fit with Gopal. That's for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and I couldn't have done the outro better.
That's why I did it.
Go follow me and Lucas on Instagram. It should be in the bio or description.
In the bio, you put me in your bio. That is very nice, actually. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much.